Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Now, if you read the title, you see who I'll also have in the building for a couple of minutes tonight. I have my good friend and artist / engineer / producer, man, RB Mo, aka Mo Knows, in the building. Mo, how you feeling tonight, sir?
Doing well, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. And you're on a bit double duty tonight, man, you know, because you got this surprise pop up. And then, you know, we're going to pretty much talk about it in depth a little bit more, you know, vaguely talk about it tomorrow. But more people won't be talking about it then by tomorrow night as they will tonight. So that's why I was like, hey, can you come on tonight to talk about it for a couple of minutes?
Right.
The big story for me, as I said in the re-upload of the Olivia Dean video, if you don't know, Mo, so Olivia Dean went up there and she talked about immigrants, as a lot of the artists did throughout the night, and YouTube took the video down. And I was like, okay, I get it, you know, copyright, broadcast rights. They didn't take anything else down, but they took that one down. And it was probably because I had more of her speech. It was still under a minute, which was why I was like, this is a short, it's under a minute. Like, I know the copyright rules here on YouTube. But I did have the first part of her speech where she wasn't talking about the thing that I talked about in the title. So maybe that was it, just having the full speech in there instead of part of the speech. That might have been it. But regardless, they took it down. And I went back up and, you know, just kind of summarized what she said. So it was Bad Bunny, Billie Eilish, Shabuzi, Olivia Dean, and SZA. She referred to it. Jelly Roll kind of referred to it. So pretty much more people that won than people that didn't say anything at all. Pretty much mentioned the current state of the country with ICE and immigration services and everything, in the midst of something that was, you know, kind of supposed to be like a celebration and everything. So I guess just first things first, how do you feel about the artists really using their platform tonight to make a statement about something that was kind of larger than music at the moment?
I definitely think I appreciate it. I think it was good that so many people went up there and talked about it, because I think right now, you know, the state of where our country is honestly crazy. Things have been wild for a while, but I think the fact that they just, you know, I guess best way to put it, I saw somebody read a tweet that said, it was this white girl that said, "Can we go back to the normal police brutality now?" And, you know, which is messed up. But, you know, when you see that they really just don't care, it's all, you know, no holds barred, like, anybody can get it. You know, it's like, all right, we are really in a place where they're trying to, it's a bigger agenda really being, you know, promoted now. But I do feel like it's good that, you know, so many artists did go up there and then, you know, spoke about it. I'm interested to see if, you know, Trump responds, you know, the White House or something respond, you know, like maybe it might be a clip on the White House IG page of them posting like mini men or something, you know, you never know. But but yeah, man, I do think it was like very applaudable.
Yes, and you know, speaking of people who like responded to like jokes at the Grammys, you had Nicki Minaj. She was the first joke in the first segment. I do think, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I will say this, and like this is gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I do think it's weird that Nicki Minaj has gotten a majority of the jokes, when just last night, Sexy Red, Robin Thicke, 50 Cent, and Nicki were all performing at a White House event or a Trump event, Trump family, whatever it was, Trump cousin, whatever, getting married. And then before that, you know, you obviously had the whole Nelly situation with Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy. All these black folks been performing for Trump this entire second way. Chrisette Michelle, and you know, I could keep going down the list. Who else? Who else? It was the gospel singer, CC Winans. All these
Hmm.
black folks been performing for Trump for the whole past year. And Nikki is the one that's getting the most jokes. Now, see, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's weird. That's weird. And you know what I mean? And I think it's just a combination of people just not liking Nikki because she's so loud and kind of like unapologetic, everything like that. However, with that being said, Nikki's still wrong. Nikki's still wrong. Nikki's human. All right, man. So
I,
she gonna go ahead.
I'm about to say, I feel she's getting a good bit of the jokes because of also the fact that she did the what is that? What is the name of the group with Erica Kirk?
The turning point. Turning point
Yeah,
concert.
I think that her being on that stage kind of put her. You know, it's like, all right, there's a lot of people who perform for like Trump and the White House and stuff like that, but they ain't out there with Turning Point. Turning Point was just like, oh, you really locked in. A lot of people they like to throw out there. I mean, it's the president. You got to respect the president. All that different stuff, Saquon and whatnot. But I feel when you go to Turning Point, it's just I don't even know what your agenda is at that point.
They,
So
they said she was doing it to get immigration.
get immigration.
I mean, to get citizenship.
Oh, she ain't got citizenship.
Apparently, I found out like through this entire thing.
What?
Yeah,
That's. I mean, I thought she from New York.
bro. I think she like instead of being of Trinidadian descent, I think she's actually like Trinidadian, bro.
Let's look this up real quick.
Okay,
Like, let's
yeah,
see what they.
I'll look it up. Nicki Minaj birthplace. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That was the whole point. She's not American,
Wow, that's crazy.
but still, I mean, it ain't no even but still like throwing your whole country that you live that you say you love so much and everything like that. Yeah. See, yep. Immigrated to the U.S. at 5 and grew up in Queens, New York. As of 2026, she's not a U.S. citizen, but is finalizing her citizenship paperwork, facilitated by the Trump Gold Card after supporting President Donald Trump.
Man, I wouldn't even try and get that at this point.
I mean, with ICE, the way ICE moving,
True.
Blames just that I ain't mad at her. But I do think it's like it's still what you call it's like selfish, bro. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I get you trying to save yourself, but like you gonna say I'm Trump's number one fan and do all of this for Trump in a moment where, like you said, white people getting you know what I mean deleted by the police.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen no white people get at this rate on camera the way that black folks been getting it. So, I mean, in the heat of all of that, the person that's been funding and giving more money and more resources and more support to this agency, this federal agency, ICE, to do this stuff is like crazy. Like that's insane. And I do think it's like I said, it's just selfish, bro. Like I don't know the citizenship process. I heard that it's very difficult and rigorous and takes a long time. So, I assume that's what Nikki was kind of dealing with. And then she saw ICE kicking up and she was like, oh no, Trump need to get me citizenship. And she just like stepped on necks and the blood, sweat, and tears of all other black Americans and stuff to get it. I don't know. It's just grimy. It's no good way you could shape this, bro. That's just grimy, dog. That's grimy, dog.
No, facts. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Oh,
go ahead. I was gonna move on to the like the music and everything.
yeah. I was just gonna say, yeah. I think it's definitely, something that she probably should have done a while ago, and is now when you see it going to actually affect you, you're like, I don't care how it's going to affect everybody else. But I think Nikki, just in general, bro, I don't know, man. She just always going. She was also talking about Jay-Z tonight. I think right there. And I don't know. It's so much about what she be doing. I think that's the other thing why, because she's such a you know, for so long been doing just a lot on social media, you know? Or maybe it's just Rock Nation. Rock Nation said, hey, put those jokes in about Nicki. We getting her out of here. So I don't get pulled. Yeah, that's a fact. Um, yeah. I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
you know,
Aaliyah, Beyonce back to back is crazy.
yeah. I mean, hey, you let Dame tell it. He never had Aaliyah. Jay-Z never had Aaliyah. They all
Oh
tried.
yeah, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like Aaliyah, man, rest in peace, Aaliyah, bro. She was done dirty for real. Like she passed away like what, like 18, 19, it felt like.
Uh she died about like 20. I mean, she
20.
unalived at 20, yeah.
Yeah. And but I mean, but you had like R. Kelly, Dame, Jay-Z, like, and all these dudes, grown men was fighting over her, bro. And she was a teenager. It's crazy.
Yeah. I will
Shout out.
say the thing. Oh, I was gonna say the thing about this photo though. I don't think Beyonce and Jay were together at in '97.
No. But it was, but they were like, they popped out officially when on like Beyonce's 21st birthday or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were dating before then, like a year or two before that. I mean, I don't know if it was years, but at least months before.
Yeah.
Always a blurred line there, but hey, my name's Vinny and I ain't in it.
Right. Because you know, everybody there's always the thing about how Beyonce, she had some boyfriend that she went to prom with and stuff like that. So this picture, um, this photo, is not an accurate representation. People just kind of throwing stuff out there.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, yeah.
And
Well. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
last thing, and I was like, Aaliyah would definitely with R. Kelly in '96. That's definitely around the time that the situation with the baby, she was pregnant and whatnot.
Oh, I mean, there you have it. There you have it, man. So it was either R. Kelly or Jay-Z. Either way, it was messed up. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. I'm so sorry that she was done like that by the industry. And okay, all right, so are we ready to jump to the next thing?
Yeah.
All right, we'll jump to the next thing. And so that was the story of the Grammys to me, was all the artists using their platforms to talk about ICE. Some people that didn't talk about ICE, notably, and has been in some hot water and like has avoided the hot water and the elephant in the room the entire weekend, is Pharrell and Pusha T. I ain't throwing Malice in here because shouts out to No Malice. I done been both Mason Bethers. Come on, man. Yeah, he's like, but man, them other two jokers, they got a lot of heat on them right now.
Why?
Pharrell, not speaking up on behalf of Palestine, and Pharrell not paying his own boys. Look, hold on now. Let me pull back the curtain a bit. I told Mo about the business. Mo come up here every week from 1 a.m. I said, hey Mo, when I make this type of money, I'm gonna give y'all this da 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 da. Most I ain't gonna tell you what Mo said because I ain't gonna disclose that. I'm gonna let Mo tell it when he want to tell it. But he said something, and I told Malik, and I ain't tell Jelani yet, but I'm gonna tell Jelani too about the money.
Right.
I don't care. Pay your people, bruh. What the heck? That ain't even no. Pay your people. If you getting paid, pay your people, bruh. It's just Fredo start currently the good twin. Pay your people, bruh. That's ridiculous. And you can't even say free Palestine because you a slave to the billionaires that you're doing business with. Steph Curry, LeBron James. Let's move on to the next thing, bruh. Kendrick Lamar is the most winningest rapper in Grammys history with 26 awards. First of all, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. The
Congrats,
Grammys
Kendrick.
glazing, bruh. Y'all glazing, bruh. This is ridiculous. This should be called the Glazing Awards for Kendrick Lamar, bruh. I'm not even gonna lie to you, dog. And this is all a product of Macklemore winning them 3-4 awards over Kendrick and Good Kid, Mad City that he had no business winning over Good Kid, Mad. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna pop some tag. Only got $20. That's a great song. And the gay song in the 3rd grade, I thought I was a gay. At the time, no one was talking about that, especially in rap. That was a groundbreaking song. I understand if you give him an award for that, you give him an award for I'm gonna pop some tag. But he got 4 Grammys for them 3 hits.
Yeah.
When Kendrick had the whole Good Kid, Mad City. Everybody killed the Grammys for that. And ever since then, it's like the Grammys been trying to make up for that one year, that one historical egregious mistake of passing over Kendrick Lamar. Now, here we go. I'm gonna bring it over to another genre. They did Song of the Year this year, right? Billie Eilish won it for some Billie Eilish song I've never heard before in my life. And I think they gave Billie Eilish the Song of the Year award because last year she didn't win it for Birds of a Feather, and she should have won it for Birds of a Feather. The committee, you know what I'm saying? Like, shouts out to all the voters out there. You know, it's 15,000 voters in the committee. Y'all have to stop doing these sympathy votes because the artist that you wanted to win didn't win the award the previous year. Give the award to the people who deserve it that year. And that's how I feel about Kendrick. Kendrick, he won I think Luther and like rap performance or something like that, or it's like rap song of the year. And this was the pre-show version. And I forgot what the actual thing was, but TV Off won. And also nominated was TGIF from Glorilla. I felt like that would have been dope to win. Dope to see her win that one. And you know, it was a couple other people, but you know, rap albums specifically definitely should have been Clips. I mean, I think they had the narrative, the storyline, everything behind them, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like Clips should have got it. And then I felt like you could have gave this rap song to the girl, you know, Jermaine. Wait, that wasn't even nominated. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95. That could have got that one. And then the other joint, the melodic rap one. Look, Mo, this is why I wanted to bring you on here because I want you to hear this from me myself. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen so it could just be up for a second. Okay. Melodic rap song. I thought melodic rap song, according to what the people have loved. When you play this song in the club, when you play this song out, the people are singing this passionately every single time. It's not my favorite song, and I might prefer other songs in the category over that one. But when we're talking about the people and what the public want, when you award the Grammys, it should be for the best music that year. I think that award should have gone to Somebody Who Loved Me. I think Drake and Party should have got that award. They gave it to Luther. And then Luther won again. And Luther won another. The song ain't that good. Luther is a good song. Shout out to SZA. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Kendrick. Excuse me. Shout out SZA. Shout out to Kendrick. And shout out to Luther Vandross. May God rest his soul. The song ain't that dang good to win all them dang awards like it was Not Like Us. I understand it was the only rap song to get to number one and nothing else even got close to number one in rap music for the past year. But that was ridiculous. And I feel like it's literally a point of how in gospel music, how in gospel, they just give everything to Kirk Franklin every year in the BET Awards and at the Grammys. It's getting like that with Kendrick in hip hop. And it's ridiculous. Spread the hope around. When you see Kendrick win again, GNX for rap album of the year, and they put the camera on Clips, and they put the camera on Tyler the Creator, and they put the camera on Jid, who's sitting down. He ain't even standing up. Man, these folks put their blood, sweat, and tears in this. And hip hop, the culture is so rich, and we're putting out so much great music. I was thinking about it in the middle tonight. Earl Sweatshirt ain't gonna receive one major award from one major network or publication or anything like that in his entire career. And he one of the greatest to ever do it. And he'll never be recognized for that on a mainstream level. Why? Because the mainstream just wants to continuously acknowledge and honor and recognize, award the same folks. And what that does for the culture is that cheapens the culture. That's just my opinion. I think you rich the culture, you brighten it up when you spread the love. Jid, what you're doing is amazing, brother. For you to go to college and everything and really pop your rap career in your 30s in an era of social media where everybody talks down on anybody past the age of 25 is sensational. He needs some award for one of them dang songs on that album.
Right.
My favorite songs was on the Prelux and the Deluxe. It wasn't on the actual album, but he needed something for that. And et cetera, et cetera. You can go down the list. So that's all I had to say about it, man. Obviously, Mo and we go back and forth all the time about the Kendrick versus Drake thing. But I wanted Mo to be on here on camera for him to hear me say that on live about I don't think Kendrick should get all of these hip hop awards by default. Kendrick is great. I think Kendrick is the greatest rapper of all time because Tupac didn't live long enough to earn that title, and Biggie didn't live long enough to earn that title. Jay-Z has had a run for sure. I think Kendrick's appeal is wider than Jay-Z's. That might seem controversial to some folks, but believe it or not, before Jay-Z was rapping about flipping your artwork and raising his children, Jay-Z was rapping about B's and H's.
Right.
And selling crack in New York. That's not exactly kid friendly. The way that some of Kendrick's storytelling, even on his rawest records with the most cussing, is still kind of family because Joker wasn't game banging himself. He was just watching it from the hood, and that's from telling him perspective. So anyway, I say all that to say Kendrick's my greatest rapper of all time. However, these Grammys is OD. I think it's glazing, and I think it's cheapening the culture of hip hop. When you look at back in history of like, well, what did hip hop have? This only adds to the whole thing of hip hop ain't got nothing. Like after the big three, hip hop ain't got nothing. And it's not that at all. It's definitely not that at all.
Right. No, I definitely agree. And, I thought it was pretty crazy that they, I felt Kendrick was definitely going to win some awards. But when I saw that he won rap album, I was like, all right now, especially since the album came out in, 2024. And it's been such a, as Lame said, it's like, it's been such a good amount of time has passed. But I guess, realistically, it missed the deadline for the last Grammy. So, okay, we're going to submit it now. But I don't know. I still think, I told you personally, I really like the Tyler Creator album, but I would have respected to see Clips win because it's a high level rap album, and I think Kendrick, of course, Kendrick is a great rapper, great performer and everything, but I'm like the Clips album, in my personal opinion, it was just, I don't know. I just think it deserved to win, if we're just talking about just pure rap and everything. But I do feel it is a lot of them trying to, as you said, make up for lost times, and it's just he's such a, I don't know, they just love that man, as in the words of Drake, Kendrick just opened his mouth, someone go hand him a Grammy right now. And that's really how it is. It's just like shoot, anything he does is seen as the most prolific stuff. And I think, he is a very prolific artist, so he deserves that respect. But I do think it should be spread around a little bit more. Like even TV Off. I think TV Off was a good song. And like it is a good song, But the chokehold that TGIF had on the community, like I'm like realistically that song, because I think TV Off is really like the moment of like mustard, like that's cool. But then we're talking about like, and the whole song is good realistically, but let's be real, people ain't rapping the whole song word for word, But at the same time with TGIF, they're rapping every verse, every part of that song, So I think stuff like that, or just even, but I guess, at least with Clips, I guess they made up with it by giving it whips and chains but it was like, well, Kendrick's in that one too, so we good. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. I didn't think he was going to sweep the way he did. I genuinely was not expecting that. I thought, honestly, I saw them giving Luther melodic rap performance because Luther, I I I will say I heard a lot, especially with seeing it just on the top of the billboard. But definitely could have saw Somebody Loves Me. But they're not going to give Drake too much because of he doesn't respect the Grammys. So his known, like when he did win, like years ago, he went on stage and was just like, "Yo, y'all don't need this stuff. Like if you out there doing what you got to do, that's all that matters." Um, and then also just like little stuff like that. But yeah, it's interesting, man. I have a question. So did Kendrick talk about Ice?
No, the thing the closest he got to it was SZA said the thing of the world is in a crazy place right now, and I know it could seem like the world is ending and there's about to be a world war and everything's coming crashing down, but I want you to know that you know I forgot she said something kind of like a we're all here, we're all we have, and we're gonna be all right. She said something like that. And then Kendrick came back to the microphone for a second time and he said, "Yeah, all that, what she just said." All right. That was it. That's the closest thing he got to saying something political tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was just curious.
It was more than what Pharrell said. Like
Really?
like, like for Pharrell, he got into his, like how you always get into like a passionate part of the speech. His
Hmm.
passionate part, when he started getting more passionate, I said, "Oh, is he gonna say something?" That man said, "Work hard." Hey man, forget everything else. Just focus on the work. Just work hard. And then they showed Olivia Dean, and she was in the front. She was clapping. Man, Olivia Dean, what a woman, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. That was it. He was just like, work hard.
How was the performances?
The performances were good. Like they like sandwiched all of the brand new artists together. So it was like back to back to back to back to back. So it's very a long segment. But Leon Thomas did his thing. And I know Leon Thomas has the weird case on his head and everything like that lingering over him. But you know,
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
well, it is see, I haven't really talked about it on the channel because it is kind of like just a social media allegation from like one user. You know what I'm saying? And she did bring like screenshots and pictures and stuff like that in the thread, but you always kind of take those things with a grain of salt still, just to be responsible, because that is, a man's reputation and legacy. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's like if I talk about it and then it turns out not to be true, then it's like, oh, you just put a stain on this man's name for no reason.
Right.
But he won some stuff in the pre-show, and so did Kaylani for Folded, and so congratulations to both of them, and then shouts out to Dinar Bernard as well, friend of the channel for winning his first Grammy. I think Bilal won. I want to say on a side note, but I'm not sure. I think, and it's crazy because it was like this was Bilal's first um this was his first Grammy nomination this year, which I was like, see, that's another example. It's like the whole point of that rant that I just went on with Kendrick. You go to a party, you're guaranteed to hear Finito. Finito don't have no dang Grammy.
Yeah.
I don't know if Keisha Cole Love has a Grammy.
It don't. I'm pretty sure it don't.
Migos, I don't know if Migos have any Grammys.
Hmm.
So these are the soundtracks of the people. You play this everywhere. These songs stand the test of time. These songs mean the world to us. These songs have just, been around for generations and are like our staples of the culture. Swag Surfing, I know for a fact, ain't got best rap song Grammy.
Right.
They playing Swag Surfing like he came out yesterday. So it's just like that stuff, like that's what Drake said. He said, I used to care about this, and then I was like, shoot, like probably Drake got so big after a while. He was like, bro, I'm in every city, every arena. I point out, they sing all the words, and I ain't win nothing for this. Like, man, I'm a champion of the people. Forget a champion of this. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Right.
Drake was real with that, but it's just like, bro, like even to even sound kind of crazy, right? Because Sexy just did the thing with Trump, but even when Sexy did the joint with I Ain't Lying, dog, like they still playing that song. That song came out like 3 years ago. Get it sexy, and that don't have no Grammys, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, I don't know. I just, you got to think about that type of stuff, bro. I was looking up the Bilal thing because I don't think Bilal was nominated. Hold on, let me see. Did he win? These were hit. Yeah, these were. Yeah, this was no. He was nominated in 2016. So why did they say it was his first one? What his Grammy nomination means as an independent artist? Because he said like it was his first nomination as an independent artist after 20 years. So he won. When did he win? He won today. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. So yeah, he won today. That was his first one. That was his first win.
Okay.
But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like it's like Nas, remember? Like Nas's first Grammy win was like, you know what I mean, when he was 40 plus.
Right.
It's crazy. But yeah, man. Where was I going with this? We were talking about the performances. So that's how the new acts went. Tyler went crazy. Tyler went crazy, bro.
Okay.
So this is what Tyler did. I have to explain it, and I'll probably piece it up later as well. But this is what Tyler did. Because I'm gonna keep it kind of short for you, because I know we are over 30 and it is a school night. Man, this was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hope so. This Tyler creator is dope with music. He is himself music. He gives you everything. What is that even? Do y'all read y'all stuff before y'all comment stuff?
Right.
Just be saying stuff. All right. So
The
this what
crazier
Tyler
part is
did.
people can edit. That when I be seeing people be having crazy
Oh yeah,
captions
the
or
blue
stuff,
check.
it'd be like, bro, you can edit. You can edit tweets. You can edit like everything, bro. But y'all just keep it there. Be like, all right, whatever. Y'all got what I meant.
Bro, just be, man. That's a whole nother thing. So this how Tyler came out. He came out in a chromacopia joint, and he did Thought I Was, no longer alive, with Schoolboy Q song, the Fortnite dance song, and everything like that. So he did it for a multitude of reasons. The Fortnite dance, it was recognizable for the kids, and then B, the verse where he addresses his old tweets, and so he did it on the biggest stage. He addressed everybody canceling him for the old tweets, and he changed the verse. So he was like, oh yeah, I'm a coon. I got tap dance. Y'all don't want to listen to me at all. I was like, oh snap. He was like, pull up all my old tweets, all the old stuff I did. I don't care about that. I was like, oh snap, this is crazy. So he did that verse, and the brothers thought I was, hey! And then it cuts to this. And it's Regina King, right? Regina King. Yeah, Regina King. She's talking to Tyler, and excuse me. Regina King's talking to Tyler, and but it happened immediately, so it's a stunt double, and he's in his don't tap the glass clothes. Let me put this on mute, bro, because the little messages is
I'm about to say your phone booming.
Yeah, group messages. But yeah, man. Okay, so yeah. Regina King, she's like, hey man, young man, don't look back in the rearview mirror. Don't do that. So she giving him like all the things, right? And he just nodding his head. And then Tyler, the real Tyler, comes back out in the don't tap the glass fit, right? So he comes back out in the don't tap the glass fit, and he gets in the car. And then he drives the car across the stage, and then you hear boom. And then he gets out, and he starts performing like Sugar on My Tongue. What he did with the boom, he hit the chromacopia version of himself, and he killed it.
That's
It's
crazy.
levels, bruh.
Okay.
It's levels, bruh. So he literally rapped about his old life. Then Regina King told him, "Don't go back to your old ways." And then he literally killed the old version of him.
Dang. Okay, I'm gonna have to go watch that.
T different, bruh. He different, dog. Like,
Facts.
so he go out. See that there it is right there. That's the chromacovia version of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is him dancing to "Sugar on My Tongue." And then at the end, he like shuts a little firecracker. He goes in here, it blows up, and then he comes back out, and then he like collapses over the stage, and then he like lands there literally as Missy Elliott or MC Light is like saying, "All right, and the Grammys is going to commercial," and he laid there until they went to commercial break. It was he's one of one, man. He's one.
No, facts.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the best performance of the night. And then I will say, oh my goodness, man, what will we do in this lifetime, man? Once Miss Lauryn Hill is not here no more. She did a sensational job, brother. She
performed?
Oh my goodness. She did the D'Angelo tribute.
And
the Roberta Flack. And you know, Roberta Flack, obviously, the original strumming my pain with the finger. The original version. So they did a bunch of Roberta Flack songs, and then they ended with that. And then when she ended with the Roberta Flack version, that's when she called Wyclef Jean to the stage. Wyclef Jean come up with the guitar, but he not playing nothing. He just walking up to the stage the whole time she's singing a Roberta Flack version. And then the song ends. And then Wyclef goes, "You know, we got to do the Fugees version." And that's how they ended. Oh, my God. Oh, man. That was sensational, man. That's what it says. Society of Lauryn Hill is a reliable person. Bro.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. In the middle of that tribute, bro, because you know she opened it with the D'Angelo. Nothing even matter at all. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Oh, man. And then Lucky Day came out. And then someone else came out. I'll tell you who did well. October London did well. Shaka Khan did well. And Lauryn Hill. Everybody else, you know, I mean, but shouts out to everybody participating because it was all black excellence. It's Black History Month. Salute to y'all. And Bilal did but he did Untitled, and he did a good job there when it was time to hit the high notes. At the beginning, it was kind of okay, Bilal, what we doing? And you know what made me think? I was like, bruh, they should have got Gambino for this, bruh.
Right.
Because you know how they had Gambino for the Usher thing, and everybody was like, Gambino, he's not even a singer. Why can't you get Lucky Day? They had Lucky Day and all these boys. They was talking about Leon Thomas and all that. Leon Thomas was a part of it, and it just won't hit him, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it was all right. And it's crazy because they never have Joker just won today. But they never have singing Joker. Denard Bernard sing these joints. And Denard Bernard, the most dramatic singer, but the boy can sing. He's dramatic, but he can sing his behind off. He sing like a dang opera singer mixed in with some soul fusion, whatever the heck. That boy can sing. And they don't ever have him sing at these things, bro. So yeah. Because I know Denard Bernard, he was complaining about not doing the Usher tribute. He said, I was literally in the crowd. And I was like, bro, y'all got to lay off Gambino, bro. Like, y'all don't get it. He did the Stone Mountain version of You Don't Have to Call. Y'all ain't heard the mixtape with DJ Drama. So y'all don't get it. Y'all not cultured. But yeah,
right.
Lauryn Hill did a sensational job. October London, sensational job. Sounded just like D'Angelo or whatever record he was singing. I forgot who record he was singing. And then there's Wyclef Jean out there when they doing the John. Oh my goodness, that was sensational, bro. That was sensational. So yeah, that's how it went. I really wish they would have had his son out there singing. And that would have been nice. That would have been nice. But yeah, so those were the top performances of the night. Post Malone did the tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. Shout out to Post Malone.
Okay.
Super cool. Um, Sabrina Carpenter performed early in the night. Bruno Mars performed twice. He did his rock song at the beginning of the night, and then in the middle of the night, he did the new joint, the little funk thing,
Yeah.
that new song. Do, 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 do. He did that one. So yeah, he performed twice, and that was pretty much it. That was the Grammys.
Okay. But I'm gonna have to watch the recap of the performances. I saw Chaperone perform Pink Pony Club at the Grammys last year. And man, that was a great performance.
I wish I knew the song back then, man.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, like I didn't know about the song. And it just recently, for some reason, like well, I knew about the song, but I didn't really like listen to it like that. And then one day I was like, I don't know, I just thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna listen to this whole song. And I went and listened to it. And then I was just like, and then I started doing some research, and she actually made that song 6 years ago.
Wow.
And yeah, she made that song like 6 years ago. And like the music video, if you look on YouTube, like the music video came out like 6 years ago. And she had it just so happened resurfaced like recently, and then it just started exploding, and then it kind of popped her career off. She been, making music for a while now. And it was crazy because when I was watching the music video, I was looking like she looks different here for some reason. Yeah. And I was like, she looks different. And then like I realized like, oh, this was like years ago. Um but yeah, she did a performance of it last year at the Grammys, and I watched it, I was just like, oh man, like she killed it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Did you see her cuss out that photographer?
Oh, she did that today?
Yeah. She was they said something to her, and then she turned around, she was like, you shut the F up. And then and then they said something, and she was just like, I'm not the one. And I was like, oh dang.
That's
And like
crazy.
yeah, Sabrina Carpenter made a comment about it. She said, yeah, it was pretty quiet out there on the carpet, huh? Yeah, Chapel got them in line.
Bruh, like that. Oh, I'm gonna say this too about the when you talked about the new artist scene. Olivia Dean, she went up there and she thanked like her assistant, and she said,
Mhm.
we've been doing this, we've been working together for 10 years. And I'm like, bro, like they've been working together for 10 years, bro. And she just got best new artist this year. And I know that's how it always is, but it's just like I want people to continuously to remember that. To like, bruh, it takes 10 years to be an overnight sensation.
Right.
The Chapel Roan, as you said, like another great example. Fetty Wap out, right? Fetty
Hmm.
Wap said he was pushing Trap King Queen for 1 or 2 years before it popped. And when it popped, they still singing that song.
Right. Do you remember when I think I think you might have been in school, bro. Cause so the year I want to say it was like what 2014 when the song popped, right?
It was like 2015 for real.
Okay. It was so I remember the year before it actually popped. It popped like during the springtime. But the year before I had came home for like homecoming. And I remember I had saw there was a girl that I used to follow on Vine that she had posted a random live Vine using Trap Queen. This is, as I said, this is homecoming, so this is like October, you know? And I remember like I saw it, and then I was like, who is this? And like I listened to it, I was like, I like this, like I'm rocking with this. And then I remember coming home, like I played it for, everybody that was still back home and stuff. And they was all rocking with it, whatever. And then it was just like a rant. And I remember the video, he had made like two different he had made like that video that was like the original video, him in the hood. Then, once the song popped, he made another one. But and I remember it was like month, like back that next spring or whatever, it had popped off, and it was just so crazy. Cause I was like, bro, I heard this song. I was like, this is the same song, and yeah, and then from there, Fetty just took off. But you said like he was working that for a couple years, like, and it took a random vine for me to come across it, and then eventually, you know, the world got a chance to actually hear it. But yeah, that's how it be though, man. It's funny. I have music that there's certain songs that like I haven't released. That was a lot of songs I haven't released, but it's that I made like some time ago, and I remember I was talking to Ephraim, and I was telling him I was just like, yeah, I want to release this song, blah blah. He's just like, well, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, you made those so long ago, this that, and the other, and I'm like, not every song, like, it's different if you make a song that's like for a moment, where you're making, like, if I make a sexy drill song, and then I try to release that 5 years from now, it's gonna be obvious you're trying to make a sex that was back in 20 whatever, but sometimes if you make music that can withstand the test of time, it that's how it is, and I hear a lot of artists talk about that. Where like I've heard Big Sean talk about, actually, better example, Wet Dreams by J. Cole. He wrote that as a sophomore in college.
Yeah,
So
I know that story.
yeah, so it's plenty of songs that people have that it may not, it's always like a right place and time for everything, you know? And I think sometimes people get in that mindset of, oh man, I made this. And if it doesn't relate to you as a person in that anymore at that time, then yeah, don't release it anymore, But realistically, I think sometimes, if you make a song and you just feel like you still enjoy the song, you think it's still a good song, drop it, it doesn't really matter the time if you're making music that is supposed to be a last, so,
No,
but yeah.
I mean 100%. Like we come from the Metro Atlanta area, and so like, and we came up in the time we were in high school around pre jail Gucci. So Gucci was dropping like 80 gazillion mixtapes a year and stuff like that. And the most recent example I could think of this was Lareezy right now. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Reezy. And you saw Mo on Friday. I sent you the clip of them playing Reezy's song in the Pelicans arena. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
During the Pelicans game, during the NBA game. And I'm sure going into 2025, I don't know if Lareezy thought that he was gonna have his music being played in the Smoothie King Center that quickly, that
Right.
soon. And the reason why I bring this up is because Move is just another song on his what you call it in an EP that he put together in 2 weeks. And he put the EP together because it was like he was having so much buzz from Kendrick co-signing him and the Tyler Creator like and stuff like that. Like he had so much buzz, he was like, "Oh, let me just put out something." So he made an EP in 2 weeks, shot the music videos and everything like that. This was one of the songs that ended up being his biggest song of the year.
Mhm.
And there's literally just and then after that, as you know, he put out a whole nother mixtape, and he said it was kind of like throwaways and stuff like that. None of those songs really kind of caught on too much. But it didn't matter because out of the 5 projects he put out in 2025, one of those projects had a song that went all the way up and went commercial. So it's
Right.
like, I say, if you have a bunch of old songs, I mean, you guys just know as subscribers and viewers from my channel, I just throw it all out there and let the people decide. Just throw it up because the ones, a lot of the videos that I don't expect to get that much attention, that's just like throwaways because I do so many videos and it's like, okay, these type of videos usually don't do that well. Those are videos that be taken off. And then people in the comments, that are new to the channel, they come in and they're like heavily critical, not knowing that that was just one segment of a 2-hour stream or a 1 hour stream that I do
Right.
every single day. And it was just like, might not have had the energy for those 10 minutes that video was segmented off. I say all this to say, you just don't know which is going to take off. So just put it all out. That's
Right.
my philosophy for sure.
No, facts. Nah, that's a fact. Christmas when he bought Monty. Yeah, yeah. Oh, facts. Yeah. Shout out to Fetty.
Yeah, 2015. That was Save That Money, and Save That Money. He was like the biggest star in the game at that point.
Yo, you know it's crazy. I was actually listening to Trap Queen last night, and then as I was listening to it, I had realized I was like, I don't really know the verses, but I can sing this hook. And I was started thinking, I was like, I don't think a lot of people probably know these verses, but like I think the first verse, yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
then
I was about to say, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Seen your pretty, and when you walk through the door. No, I even messed up the words right there. Seen your pretty, and soon into the door.
yeah, but like after that, then after that you just wait for the hook to come back on.
Gavin bands though, in back queen, she be making bands though.
Facts.
Facts.
Bro, yeah, shout out to my boy Fetty, man. That boy home.
That man is home. That man is home.
The
But yeah,
demon home. Nah, I don't.
no, but those were the main things that stood out. If we want to talk about Platboy, we talk about Platboy to wrap it up for the Grammys. Recap. Man, that moment, bro. I'm glad that moment happened where the lady came up to him, the publicist came up to him, and thought that he was a reporter in media.
Mhm.
I'm glad that moment happened because it was just reinforcement. He already had it being fueled and everything by losing, but that moment right there also was just like, all right, bro, like I have so much more work to do, dog. Like this lady thought that I was a member of the media. And that also just shows you how the media is treated for the people that don't know. Like media get treated like second class citizens at them events. But yeah.
No, facts. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Definitely, keep grinding. I think eventually, I think he's a solid, you know, artist and everything. But I will say maybe this is motivation for him because I think he can definitely improve, and I think just with more, and sometimes it takes that because you're on such a buzz of like, I'm the first streamer to ever get nominated for a Grammy. And I got pink dreads, I got, these all the different stuff, and you feel like, man, I got all the motion. And you definitely got motion, but at the same time, I think, he can work to be, just elevate, but he's still young. So
I
I'm
think
excited.
yeah, I mean, I look at these moments. I look at them like sports. I do everything to sports because we in sports.
Hmm.
Um, it's a lot of times young players, Devin Booker, them jokers get to the finals early in their careers. They might not get it done. Trey Young get close to the finals early in their career. Oh, we young, we gonna be back. It's tough to get back.
Right.
So you can't just assume, oh yeah, we're gonna be back. Oh, we're gonna be back every year. You can't just assume that. You know what I'm saying? You got to seize these moments when they happen. The one thing that I didn't like from Max, hold on, I'll play this clip since it's streaming and stuff like that.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hi. I have Jamal and Jamal Roberts, American Idol, and Jonathan. Can we get a shot? Are you with the Grammys?
What'd you say?
Is this the Grammys camera?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I thought
good.
this is E.
No. This Blackboy Max.
Okay.
All right, bet. All right, bet. Told you I'm not shit here, nigga. It's cool. You got work. This damn motivation. Clip all this shit, chat.
So that's the first clip. But the thing that I didn't like from Max in this one was the dang this moment right here. And he doesn't get it because he's young. He also had another dude too, like the man that was working with him on the carpet and was like, no, don't go talk to them. Don't go talk to them. Don't listen to that, man. Do the interviews you want to do. Don't get on these media people bad side. These media people is doing what they do. Pitchfork asked him to do an interview. He said, Pitchfork gave me a 3.7. I'll go do it anyway. And then he went back to the story, and the story said, Twitch streamer tries to become a rapper. And that's when he was like, oh, I ain't doing it. Joker, look, criticism is a part of the game. If it hurt your feelings, boo hoo. You think LeBron not taking questions? Now, he did say, I ain't taking questions from one dude in Cleveland one year. But for the most part, LeBron ain't going to skip no questions just because you said something mean about him in the press. That's a part of the game.
Right.
Toughen up. That's baby soft. Face up to the people that was talking trash about you. Stand on business. Say, hey, didn't y'all say, oh yeah, hey, this Grammy nomination ain't bad for a Twitch streamer trying to be a rapper, huh? Do that. They want you on your platform. They want your clicks and everything like that. Stand to them people, man. Do your job. Your job there is to speak to the folks, promote yourself so you continue building your brand. How are you going to be the biggest and you didn't even want to talk to Pitchfork?
Right.
Whether people want to admit it or not, you got to go through the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to be on everybody's good side. You can make it without being on people's good side. But some of them folks, you're going to need to be on their good side. And that's just all it is. The industry is small. Them folks on that carpet, I ain't been on no carpet in 2 years. Nah, last year. But it's been a minute since I've been on. I'm not nearly on as many carpets as I used to be because I'm at a new job, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Majority of them folks, I still been next to them on carpets. Everything. I say all that to say the industry is small. You see the same 5 people, same 60 people at every single event. Just because it's the Grammys, it's got a bigger name on it. Don't mean it's different than the folks you're going to see at the BT Hip Hop Awards, the BT Awards, the Soul Train Awards, et cetera, et cetera. So because of all of that, you have to watch the way that you treat people and the way that you speak about people, especially publicly. I ain't like the way he handled this. I'm going to play.
Actually, I'm good off Pitchfork. Young Twitch streamer tries to become a rapper. Fuck out of here, nigga.
All right, bet.
Fuck out of here. Stop playing with me. I didn't even never seen this. I don't care about the rating, but don't say I'm trying to do something. I did do it, man. Fuck out of here. But it's fine, though, chat. Remember that type of shit. No bad blood, though. Shout out them. Bro, people are entitled to their opinion. But don't play with me like that and diminish my shit by calling me a Twitch streamer. Y'all know what niggas be doing when they do that. That's just corny. That's whack. If they would have said Black Boy Max released his album and it was some sounds, the sound wasn't good, super unpolished. All right. Cool.
It's like, bro, you're a Twitch streamer. Like that's what you're known for. Though people came on, like you have those songs with those people because you're a Twitch streamer, not because you're an artist. Like Lil Baby didn't come on your stream. V's isn't on your stream. Fred Again is not on your stream because you're a rapper. They're on the stream because you're a Twitch streamer. So that you got to be realistic about, I get him feeling like, oh, they're saying I'm trying to become a rapper. As he said, like I did it. But it's bruh, that's what you're known for right now. And you caught one with Fred Again. I'll give you that. And from the clip I saw, I didn't see the whole thing when y'all made it. Seemed like Fred Again kind of was the one who put the work in,
Chill out.
I mean, not to be shady, but for real, bro, like out of like I remember seeing the clip of like
okay,
him.
but look, question though.
Yeah.
If DJ Khaled bring everybody to his studio and they record the song and he go on DJ Khaled album, who gets the Grammy?
True. But so all of them get the Grammy actually. But and no, I feel you on that. He brought them together. So shout out to him. He did contribute to the song and everything. But that's what I'm saying, like that 5-star album wasn't Grammy nominated. Like I ain't, and I'm not trying to throw shade, but I'm just saying, like, realistically, bro, you have to be realistic about where you are. And, I think, like, even for the longest, DDG felt that same way. Like.
And the craziest part, I don't even know if you knew this, Mo. I might have told you when Pink Dreads came out. The way that Pink Dreads came about, Max and DDG was beefing.
Really?
Max was making fun. He was kind of making fun of DDG music. And DDG went on the same rant that Max is going on right now, which is so ironic. And DDG was like, Max, I know you want to do music. I know, I could tell. Just go ahead and do music. But you so worried about what people going to say about you being a streamer doing. This happened 2 years ago, which sounds crazy now. They had that little back and forth. They had a talk. I don't know what happened between the talk, whatever. They made it right. Max invited DDG on stream. They talked about it on stream. In the booth, they made 2 songs, including Pink Dreads. Rest is history.
Mm. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, just stay humble. You know, as I feel him, you know, it's like I'm doing it. And as I said, I really feel the Grammy nomination, you know, he feels, and then, you know, he also won at the Streamer Awards, you know, the artist of the, well, I guess, what was it, artist of the year or something like that?
Like music streamer, I think, of the year, something like that.
Yeah. So he's like, bruh, I'm the best that does this. And you may be the best, you may have the best content of it, you know, but it's like you got to be real, bro. Like you're not at that level yet for with the rest of the people who are there nominated at the Grammys. So, but shout out to him. Keep grinding, man. As you say, he's young, so you gotta keep working and elevate. Don't think you already at your peak.
I'm proud of Max, but Max just got to understand, like, you got to understand parts about the industry, bro. Like it's a large world. The same way that, you know what I'm saying, Bad Bunny is the biggest artist right now. Like he
Mm-hmm.
won, album of the year, song of the or one of the other things of the year and stuff like that. And then Latin artist of the year, Latino artist of the year. And he's doing the Super Bowl and he sells out stadiums around the world. And I can't name you 5 Bad Bunny songs. It doesn't matter if I can name 5 Bad Bunny songs or not. He's still one of the biggest, if not the biggest artist in the world right now. It doesn't matter that I can't name one Taylor Swift song after the year 2020. I probably cannot name one Taylor Swift song after the year 2020. Taylor Swift is still one of the biggest artists in America. Just is what it is, regardless if it's me or not. So it's like, it's such a large world, bro. You might be popping in our corner as young black men between the age of 25 and 35, but to the rest of the world, to Auntie, to TT, who look like she, you know what I mean, in the TT range, and she working with Jamal Roberts of American Idol. That's a whole different demographic than Twitch streamers and stuff. You know, anybody beyond Kai Cenat. Everybody gonna know Kai, but that's it. They barely know Kai.
Right. Yo, quick question. How many Grammy wins does Taylor Swift have?
That's a good question. Let me see. Taylor, because remember the one year she lost everything and then she just got drunk and she was dancing to Not Like Us.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was last year. She's won 14.
Oh, okay.
So Kendrick's got more than her. Kanye's got more than her.
But 58 nominations, crazy.
58, yeah, 50. Yeah, she lost a lot. Let me
Yeah,
see.
but as you said, bro, this is another great example of, just because the people, like, just because the people who are critical and are the ones who are making making these decisions doesn't mean that, the people don't love you, you know? So, and I think, sometimes the people who do decide the Grammys and everything, it is more about who like, if you do kind of go to, as they say, like the brunches and all the different stuff and kind of advocate for yourself, but also they want to be hypercritical of stuff. It's not people who are always super tuned into the actual culture. Morgan Wallen only got 2 nominations, crazy. But Jay-Z is but I think but yeah, but I feel like sometimes they're not really in tune with the culture and they're trying to be, it's those prestigious people that's like, oh, this is, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. Kind of like those when you go to like an art exhibit and they're looking at something, everybody else, they kind of like, this is all right. They'll be like, you don't see it? I could tell he must have stroked the brush this certain way when he made it. So this is a masterpiece. And you're like, it's all right, you know?
Bruh, I had that just this weekend, and we'll talk about this more tomorrow on 1 a.m. as we wrap up.
Mhm.
I was talking about how Mike Will just dog walked Hit Boy. Someone in the comments said Hit Boy won. He had that real hip hop. Big Sean came out there with the bars and this and that. You don't know hip hop. And I was like, okay. I'm like I said, I might not be the biggest hip hop historian in the world ever to walk the planet. Like, if you ask me I said what was track 8 of the second album of Diggable Planets, I'm like, I don't know. I can tell you, but like, I know some things about hip hop. And it's like, just because I like Future and I know that the Future songs with Mike Will was bangers and Mike Will played nothing but bangers and I liked all said bangers, don't mean that the Hit Boy boom bap stuff that he was doing was any less. It was just Mike Will just dog walking. It was just better music. It's
Right.
like talking down on me, like we said, Future, Migos, talking down on, you know what I'm saying? Like people whose legacy should be accounted for. Like, it was good stuff, and people still gonna hold on to that. It don't sound like wah, 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 wah. So we shouldn't count it as real hip hop or some of the greatest hip hop ever produced, and that's just stupid.
Right. Mhm. True. Yeah, I still gotta go back and watch it because I hadn't got a chance to sit and watch it yet.
I'm sure we gonna talk about it tomorrow on 1 a.m. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow on 1 a.m. But it's speaking of 1 a.m. It's almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Ma, I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. Let the people know where they can find you as always, and then we'll be back on tomorrow night.
Bet. Find me on Instagram at RBMO___. You can find me on uh what is that? TikTok. I was trying to think of the name. But yeah, find me on TikTok at Rubberband Mo, and you can find me on X at Monos_.
All right, man. We will be back tomorrow night with Jelani, the full crew, for 1 a.m. 1 a.m. episode. Mo, I appreciate you for stopping by for this impromptu recap of the 2026 Grammys. I hope you all enjoyed it as well out there. And until next time, we will see you tomorrow night. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good day. I think I said everything. Yes. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Until next time, we are.
Rashad, why you
anyways.
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.